reality is boring. You and your fantasies belong on Avatar. If you want what you imagine, today's the day to have a talk. To Avatar on Avatar.
Welcome back to Ever Talk, the show where we explore the people and the ideas shaping the future. Today's guest is someone who wears many hats and wears them well. A scholar, a versatile connector in the fast evolving world of Web3, and a dedicated tutor, helping others unlock the power of AI tools. Knowing for bringing knowledge with practice, they have been guiding communities, fostering collaboration, and making complex technologies more approachable. Get ready for a conversation that blends deep insight with a real world application. Please welcome Ree in this podcast. Hello, Ree. How are you?
Oh, thank you for having me. Appreciate it. How are
We
you today?
appreciate. I'm going amazing, and thank you so much for sparing your precious time. I know that you're a scholar, you're a teacher, so it must be hard for sparing so many minutes for us. So that I really appreciate.
Oh, no problem. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Specifically, this was the interview I was looking for quite a long time, and finally, I got your time.
Great, great.
Yeah, so let's start with this question. That you've built a reputation as a versatile connector in Web3, right? So, what initially drew you into this space and what excites you most about the future?
Oh, wow. I got into Web3 in the crypto space about, I'm going to say about almost 10 years ago.
Oh,
And I started off as a day trader. I was in different groups and just connecting with different people from all different types of background and keeping up my studies. It was very difficult in the beginning because a lot of people I was meeting really didn't know too much about the crypto and the web space as I do now, but it was a learning and growing process which I enjoyed the journey and I didn't give up. It was something I just decided to years before Web3 came about. I want to tell this quick story about my mom and technology. Some years ago, over 20 something years ago, she had to email some important paperwork. I came home and she was just rambling in the closet. And I'm like, Mom, what are you doing? She's like, I'm looking for my typewriter. So I said, okay. I went on, did what I was doing, and a couple minutes later, I'm like, "Mom, what are you doing?" She said, "I'm about to email this lady this information, and I'm just trying to figure out how to email her this stuff." So she just didn't decide to hop into the technology world. She refused to learn about technology, and she was trying to
oh,
email
oh.
the lady through the typewriter, and I'm just like, "Mom, no, you can't."
That's
You can't.
amazing.
Yeah, and
Interesting.
it really was, and I was just like, and from that day forth, I said anything that's dealing with technology or anything that's dealing with how our finances is structured, I'm going to take a moment to learn. I'm going to take free classes. I'm going to pay for paid classes. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to involve myself in different communities to make myself a roundabout person to spread the knowledge of how the wealth transfer is happening now and what's going on in Web3, where you can have fun, you can create. It's just so much abundance in Web3. And so that was my number one sweet spot some years
Oh,
ago. I was watching my mom trying to figure out how to use technology. And I said, no, I can't. I won't be behind.
okay, that's amazing. So many people see Web3 as highly technical, and just as your mother, how do you make it more approachable and inclusive for those just stepping into this ecosystem?
First, I will ask them what are their interests, and that's with anything. When you think about anything that is new and people are not too familiar with or are afraid to, jump into, I will always ask them what is their interest. What do you gravitate more, towards? And for me, as an example, was when it came. Web3 was starting to really boom was music. I am a music artist, songwriter, and a music
Oh,
producer. And so that's what
that's
got me
me.
into learning about how to create that sustainable finance for myself in Web3. And so anybody that's listening to this, like, find out what your interests are. If you love poetry, find out who's in, Web3 that's doing poetry. If you love art, like anyone that's doing beautiful art, whether it's sculpturing, using metals, using different types of paints, acrylic, all that good stuff about art. Like art is so beautiful, it's so creative. Like you can see it, how
Indeed.
many different artists are creating different things out of
Exactly.
so much, so I would say start where your interests are and step up. Just allow yourself to say hi, get to know other people, to learn about their different culture, their background. We all have different backgrounds, and I know your team have totally different backgrounds, and you can learn from that.
Yeah.
And that's, one of the easiest ways to get into Web3 is to really put yourself out there. Just say hi to one person. Even if you say hi to one person each day, or talk to someone that's in your interest or things that you love, that is a good starting point for anyone that wants to get into Web3.
Okay, that's amazing. That's impressive. So, as a scholar of the SheFi program, what were the most transformative skills or perspectives you gained through that journey?
Oh, wow. It was so many. One of the
Ah,
things is bravery and confidence is what I learned,
uh-huh.
and that it's don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask questions to learn about Web3. That's the only way you're really going to learn about Web3. If you don't make yourself known or make yourself available to learn, you're going to fall behind. And so, one of the things that I really, really love about the SheFi program is that what Maggie is doing over there is doing step by step in bite sized form to learn about Web3, about DeFi, about
Okay.
stable coins,
Um,
really diving in deep in the most simplest form that you can understand. And I'm so grateful to be able to be in this community because it was some things I didn't know. And, I'm thinking I was doing okay until I actually got into this community and learning from all these beautiful different people across the globe is amazing. And I'm still learning and growing, which is another beautiful thing about SheFi is that once you're in there, you're always in there. And it's so many ways to reach out to different people to ask for help and guidance in this program.
Amazing. All right. So SheFi basically emphasizes women empowerment and bilateral growth, right? So how do you
Mhm.
see blockchain and decentralized finance contributing to gender equity worldwide?
Oh man, I see that it's amazing. For one, it's like it's I'm gonna say it like this. This is my perspective. It's like when you get into this world, it's like it's no rules, but it is rules. And when I say it's
Ah,
no rules versus the rules of today of how finances are today, like for a good example, like if you go to a bank, when you go to the bank, you have to give them your name, your information, your age, even your sex, how much you make, where you live, all
ah,
this different type of information. But when you get into the Web3, you don't have to give all that information. So like you're in the UK,
yeah.
and if I want to send you some money, it's going to take a long transactional process for you to get, $50 or $100. But with
Oh,
Web3, we can send each other money right away within, minutes without having to
okay.
go through all of that structure of, okay, I have to wire this money over to the UK, have to make sure that it's you and validating this and validating that. Like it's a long, tedious process, but when you get into Web3, it doesn't look at my sex. It doesn't look at my race. It doesn't look at how much I make. I can just send you the $50 and there you go, or the $150 or however much money we decide to send each other. So, being a equal playing field, Web3 has been an equal playing field, especially that, by me being a SheFi, more and more women and non-binary people are getting into this world, and it's even making it more easier because it's more and more of us are starting to join forces together. So yeah.
Ah, amazing. So could you share a personal story where your SheFi experience directly influenced a project, collaboration, or decision in your career?
Oh man, let's see. Currently, it's this past season, actually, we just graduated. That's in season
Oh, okay.
14. I'm actually from season 13, and so I decided to take season 14 and
Uh-huh.
continue my education and learning and staying, fresh and staying current and that's the number one key thing is staying current with what's going on within your network and your community. That helps you to grow, help you to be able to network, and help you to be able to expand or get a job or start a project. And one of my personal, I would say, stories that's helping me now is like a project that I would kind of give you a little bit. I'm still in a process of it. I guess we're going to be talking about it in a bit with AI,
Ah,
about creating an app for
okay.
people, what I mentioned earlier about, your interests, like creating an app that helps people discover their interests, discover
Oh,
interests with people across the globe to network that way. So that's something that I came up with doing the She-Fi, just being in these 2 seasons of how to not only bring people together, but help people to network and help people to actually really put themselves out there bit by bit. Don't have to take that big leap like how, most these social media platforms want you to really put your whole life out there. But this app will help a person to be able to be more comfortable with themselves and be more comfortable to express themselves and be more comfortable to network for themselves instead of being feeling like they're stuck in one position or feeling like they're stuck and they can't grow. This is something that
oh,
I really want to work on, and I'm currently in the process of actually starting today. Um,
ah.
so I'll get to it once you kind of get down to asking me some more questions.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'm going to come back to further more questions, but right after a short break. So stay tuned with us because we have still much more to learn from you. So, yeah, we'll be right back after a short break.
At Meta Rivers, we're not just building a virtual world, we're celebrating the real, the authentic, the talented souls who show up with passion, creativity, and honesty. People like you. Artists, storytellers, dreamers, explorers, connecting beyond the screen and bringing life to the metaverse. If that's you, join us on Avatalk, our podcast where we share stories from the people behind the avatars. Whether you're creating, performing, or simply vibing in the virtual world, your voice matters. Want to be featured? Find us on Discord, social media, or visit our website. Links are in the description. Meta Rivers, real connections, virtual space, infinite possibilities.
Reality is boring. You and your fantasies belong on Avatar. If you want what you imagine, today's the day to have a talk. To Avatar on Avatar.
So, everyone, welcome back to Eva Talk, and I, Eva, your host. So, let's resume the process of the questions and having the amazing answer from the Ree. So, Ree, you have also shown a strong interest in AI tools, right? So, in what ways do you see AI and Web3 intersecting, and how could this combination shape the future of work and creativity?
That's a really, really good, interesting question there, because man, because you can go so many ways with this.
Ah,
I see AI and Web3 intersecting with one another. As you can see now, how things are transforming. Like right now, AI is already making trades for people without them actually, having to be on the or any of these trading platforms. And I feel like it's going to be very, very, very powerful and amazing, as well as creativity for people who want to really dive in both worlds. I'm in both worlds. And like I mentioned earlier about the app that I was creating, I'm starting a 30-day challenge with AI, creating my own, app to be able to launch within 30 days. So, uh, connecting the creativity of anyone's interest in AI and Web3, having an app that allow you to be able to make purchases with crypto anytime, any given time. And like, I was mentioning earlier, like it doesn't matter your sex, your race, your gender, your
ah,
identity, like you'll be able to still support artists without having to have a middleman in between. You guys, you'll be able to support the artist or the creator directly without having to go through so much fluff and, like I said, the middleman. And so combining these two worlds together, I said it's amazing. I'm, all AI and all Web3. I'm loving how they're starting to combine with one another.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So, with so many new AI tools emerging daily, what advice would you give to the women in tech on how to stay grounded while leveraging these innovations effectively?
Oh, going back to the beginning of what I mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
find your interests. Find your interests. What do you like? You have people who really love to write emails.
Right.
Find and work with AI tools that, handle email, like, work with ChatGPT, learning how to prompt engineer it correctly, to really, get a good output when it comes to email. You have people who really love to organize things, so find your interest. If you love to sing, that's an interest. If you love to cook, that is
Mm,
another interest. You can make a
yeah.
cooking app, which, you can add
Oh,
AI
really?
and Web3 to that. It's so much that you can do. And,
Um,
anyone that really want to like really dive into AI, I'm taking, like I mentioned earlier, I'm taking a 30-day AI challenge with the 100 schools. It's free. Like, take
oh,
advantage of these free tools, these free classes. That is how you're going to get ahead, because I have a feeling in the next 2, maybe within the next 5 years, all these things that's coming about by AI and Web3 are you're going to have to pay for it eventually. And you won't be able to see much free, programs out there. So my advice right now is find your interests, take free classes, take advantage of these opportunities to help you stay ahead and to help your community and to help, people at your job, your community, even your family. So just like find your interests, take some
okay.
classes and stay ahead. Yeah.
Great. So let's talk something about your personal growth and mindset. So meditation seems to be an important part of your life. How does your meditation practice influence your leadership, decision making, and creativity in such a fast changing tech world?
Meditation helps me stay grounded because,
Ah,
as you can see, with so much going on in the world, whether it's good or whether it's bad, however you perceive it,
yeah.
staying grounded, meditation helps me stay grounded because, things are changing. Things are changing for women, things are changing for kids, things are changing for race, things are changing in politics, things are changing in Web3 daily, for us to be able to, you know, operate in this world. And meditation, like I said, it helps me stay grounded, be able to make, informed decisions. It did not happen overnight. It has been over 20 something years that I've been
Oh,
practicing
hey.
meditation, and I incorporate different other spiritual practices into my meditation, and sharing, different, people background, meeting different people from different backgrounds and learning from them. It's a great way. Also, another beautiful form of meditation is learning about other people who are different from you. That's another beautiful key to success, is learning about other people's backgrounds and learning their history, coming out of the people who actually live that history and that culture. So yes, meditation is definitely a key point in my life to help me, to navigate through life.
Great. So, being both a connector and a scholar, how do you balance constant external networking with inner reflection and personal growth?
It's a daily process.
Okay.
With self and meeting different people. And the key here is patience, and have grace on yourself and have grace on others. Because
Oh,
each day is a moment of opportunity and a moment to learn. And that's a gift to all of us, is being patient and having grace with one another and with yourself, importantly, to start the day and to carry on throughout the day.
so looking ahead, what's one vision or mission you're most passionate about pursuing, whether in Web3, empowerment, AI, or your own inner journey?
Wow, man. My own inner journey I'm going to have to take with this one is becoming the best version of myself. And what I mean by that is continue to navigate through my journey with just having an open heart, an open mind, and being able to have a vision of a beautiful world.
Ah, great. So, what will be that one last message you want to convey through this podcast to its listeners?
Be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and find your interests. Find the things that you are interested in and dive into it and say hi to someone. Speak. It
Yeah.
does not cost to be kind. It does not cost to say hi, how are you? Look at where your interests are and make yourself known in those communities. Say hi, hey, I'm new here. That's all you can say. Hey, I'm new here, stepping out of my comfort zone, and I just want to make myself known. And so many opportunities and doors will open for you.
Yeah, well, that's a quite good thing for the all the introverts out there. So Ree, I
Yes.
personally enjoyed a lot in this whole podcast. I got to learn so many things from you. Hope my audience did the same. So it was amazing having you here in the podcast. I just want to thank you at the end of the show. Thank you so much for sparing your time, and we'll be stay tuned and we'll be learning much more from you in the future as well.
Gratitude, 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 and thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. So, yeah, audience. So, if you have further questions, messages, if you want to say anything, comment us, subscribe us, share our podcast with as many as people you can. So, yeah, enough for today. Bye bye.